So, welcome back to Reay Art, and as you can hear, we've got Pepe, our mascot, in the background barking away. Great for doing videos, but if you bear with me, hopefully we can keep him occupied. Today I'd like to talk about inclusions. And what do I mean by inclusions? It's basically where you would put something between two sheets of glass and you get a different design by doing that. So what type of things can you include in glass? Like me, it was quite funny actually, at my first or second glass class that I went to learn how to do this, I asked if I could put flowers, petals in between, not thinking that the kiln's going to be, 999 degrees Fahrenheit, and by the time it goes in the kiln it's just going to go poof and you're not going to have anything. So you've got to keep in mind that whatever you put between the sheets of glass has got to withstand the heat in the kiln. So I'm going to give some demonstrations, or not demonstrations, I'm going to talk about some of the things that we can do. So you can use enamel, glass enamel. So this is powdered enamel paint which will withstand the heat, and usually what you use is you can either use a water medium, or there's a sort of it's not an oil but another type of medium that you can dilute the powder with to make it so that you can apply it with a brush. And just like powder paints, you can mix the colours. So for example, if you put blue with yellow, you're going to get green. So you can have fun with these. You can really explore with them. One point, if you're using powder enamel, which is glass, or if you're using powdered glass like this, then you need to be wearing a filter. And I know it's not attractive, but the best filter out there is one like this. The reason being that if you're like me and you wear glasses and you put one of these on, your glasses steam up and you can't see a thing. You don't tend to get the steamed up glasses with this, and you can replace the filters that are inside them. So they're very, very useful. They're not expensive, and you can buy those through Warm Glass. You can also use the kiln paper or the fire paper that goes into the kiln that you would put on your shelf that stops the glass from sticking. And I love this paper because what you can do is, using the glass enamels, you can paint it various different colours, and on this one I've added some fritz. And then what you can do is you can go out and you can buy just regular stamps, and you can literally cut your shapes. One thing I learnt by doing this is that you need to stick them back to back. So when you cut them out, you should cut out two, and then using a little bit of glue, stick them back to back. Otherwise what you'll get is you'll get your nice colour on one side, and then not so attractive, the reverse of the kiln shelf paper, which has a print on it and doesn't look very good. To give you an idea, this was made, these little butterflies, was made using the kiln paper and then using some copper wire, mesh rather, that you can cut into any shape that you want. You put the kiln paper, then you put the mesh over the top, and then your sheet of glass, and then you fire it. And that's the result that you get, which is quite attractive. This was made using kiln paper, and as I said, if you don't cut two, that's what you get. But because this particular piece was actually going to be tack fused onto another piece of glass, I wasn't so concerned about the reverse. So this is kiln paper, this is glass enamel, and the birds are also glass enamel. So you can have really good fun and experiment with this. The other thing that you can use is silver foil or gold foil. Silver foil is a little bit more tricky because it's very, very thin and doesn't tend to stay where you'd like it to stay. I found it a little bit difficult to work with. You can also use copper or silver wire, which you can scroll, so you can cut a piece of the wire and then bend it into whatever shape you want, and that can go between your glass. The only thing that I will say is when you are putting two pieces of glass and you're putting anything between it, you want to make sure that you don't have it near the edge. If you do, the glass is going to pull in and you won't retain the shape. So the other thing is, if the copper wire is too close to the edge, and particularly on a larger piece, it can actually split and break your glass. So on an inclusion, you want to make sure that the two pieces definitely cover whatever you're putting inside and that you've got an edge all the way around it. I hope that's inspired you to go away and have a go at some inclusions. Do come back, we'll be talking more about inclusions and the different types of things that you can do with it, how many times you can put it in the kiln, etc. Thank you for watching and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.